Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about 4 things to never show women that you are dating, okay? So if you're still in the dating process, so maybe you're going out on dates with one woman or maybe you're dating a bunch of women, there are 4 things that you should keep close to your chest until she is your girlfriend or your wife and you're exclusive. These are things you should keep close to you and not reveal to any woman, because there are some things that you should keep private until you've decided and she's decided that you both want to share your private worlds. And when you're just dating someone, you're just dating a woman, there's absolutely no need for her to know this information at all, okay? Because you don't know her yet. You don't know her well enough, okay? And it's always best to just wait until she's your girlfriend before revealing these things, because then you know she's fully into you and she likes you for you. Otherwise, she wouldn't be in a committed relationship with you, okay? So let's get into the first thing. So the first thing is that anything that is seriously bringing you down currently, try to keep that close to your chest and not talk to a woman about it who you are just dating. And the reason why is because when you're dating a woman, obviously your goal, if you like her as well, is to get her so attracted to you and so in love with you that she wants to be with you, okay? And one of the things that will turn her off is if all the time you're talking about negative sob stories about how certain things are bringing you down in life, okay? These things that are bringing you down, right? You should be talking to a therapist about it, or a counselor about it, or your friends, people who are close to you, or your family members, right? These are things that you should only share with people that you can really trust and trust that they will actually help you feel better about these things. But with a woman you don't know, she might not be able to help you with these things. And honestly, it's not going to do much for her attraction in you. You want to raise her attraction in you, right? And the best way to do that is to remain positive and to keep things light-hearted, right? It doesn't mean that you're pushing your feelings down. It just means that you're not using her as your outlet to complain about your life, basically, right? It never does any favors for you to talk about your problems with women. It's not going to make her like you more. It's not going to make her fall in love with you faster. It's not going to make her more attracted to you. It's not going to make her want to sleep with you. So don't say these things, okay? But when she's your girlfriend and you're more in a committed thing, then you can reveal more of the things that are on your mind, because then you know that she's someone that you can actually confide in because you've known her for a longer period of time and you've gained that trust, right? So you know that she's going to handle that information delicately, okay? But definitely not for a woman that you're just dating, who you've only really just met and you've only spent a few hours with. You should not be sitting there complaining and moaning about your life, right? You shouldn't because you two should be acting like romantic lovers, not like each other's therapist, right? It's not very sexy, right? It's not very, but when it gets to the point where you're really, sharing deep conversations with each other, when you're more exclusive, then yeah, sure, you can reveal those things. But even then, you don't want to be you don't want to be crying in her arms every single night, because eventually she's gonna be turned off by that, okay? She's not gonna find it more attractive. So it is healthy anyway to not let your girlfriend be your only person that you confide in. You should have other people. I don't let my wife be the only one I talk to about my troubles. I have friends I can talk to about those things, and I have my family members and my parents. So luckily I still have my parents. So if something's really troubling me, I usually go to my parents about it. It's not like I don't trust my wife. It's just that I don't want to burden her with every single little thing that's in my head, even though she knows a lot of stuff. I don't talk about it constantly to her. She knows, but I have other areas and other people I can talk to about that as well. You shouldn't just have one person as your only venting system too. You should have multiple people. So yeah, I vent to my wife about that certain things. I vent to my parents. I vent to my brother and my sister-in-law. I've got a number of people I can talk to if something's troubling me, and you should be the same. Don't put all of your problems and your burdens onto your girlfriend or your wife. It's like I said as well, that's not going to make her want to sleep with you more, okay? And especially with women you're just dating. If you're just dating her, don't talk about those things, okay? It's not going to help your situation. It's not going to make her like you more, okay? It's not going to make her fall in love with you faster. And if something does happen to crop up, because, you get talking about your lives when you're on dates, and if there is something troubling you, just talk about it very quickly, or put like a positive twist on it. So let's say you're struggling at your job right now, and you don't like your job, for example. You can say, yeah, you know what, I don't really like my job at the moment, but I'm searching for other things, and I know eventually I'm going to find something better, or I'm going to be put in a different position in that company. I'm aiming to do that so I can find a better situation for myself. It's all about showing that it's not deflating you and defeating you. So even if you are struggling with something, you're portraying that strength of, yeah, I'm going through some different things right now that I'm not happy with, but it's making me stronger. And then you just get off that topic and talk about something more fun and lighthearted, right? That's going to make her more inclined to be more attracted to you, okay? So the second thing that you should never show women is how much you actually earn. Like again, especially when you're dating. When you're in a relationship, obviously it's harder to hide that kind of stuff, right? But if you're just dating a woman, don't let on how much you earn. It doesn't matter if you're earning minimum wage. It doesn't matter if you're earning millions and millions of pounds or dollars, comparing it, depending on what country you live in, right? It doesn't matter, right? You might even be earning a part-time wage. Don't reveal and tell her how much you earn. And if she's fishing for that kind of information from you, then you know that she's more into materialistic things and she's not actually interested in you for you, right? Because that's what you want to get to. You want her to get to the point where you want to find out, basically, if this woman likes you for who you are. So don't let on how much money you earn. And if she specifically asks, right, that's a red flag. Like, how much do you earn a month? If she's asking those kinds of things, what I would do is I would say, oh, I earn nothing. I'm actually claiming benefits right now, or I was actually hoping that you would pay for me. Actually, can you actually pay for this meal? Right? It's just don't come back with like a little comeback. Don't reveal that information if she's fishing for it. Okay, and then you'll know not to date her again, because obviously she's materialistic and is probably just wanting to know if you can provide her with resources or whatever, right? So don't let on to how much you earn when you're only dating a woman, okay? So another thing you shouldn't talk about with women you're dating is other women you may be dating, right? Because women like men who obviously have options with women who can attract women, but they don't want it to be rubbed in their faces, right? So don't be like showing pictures of other women that you're dating and other women that you're talking to, right? And if she's asking about other women, that she's like, oh, are you dating anyone else right now? Just come back with something like, well, a gentleman never reveals that information, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm sorry, right? So I don't reveal that kind of stuff, right? I don't reveal intimate details about other women, right? You can just say that, okay? And again, it creates a bit of mystery. And if she's really digging for it, then obviously that's a woman who may be extremely insecure. And again, you need to think about this, right? Do I really want to be with a woman who is constantly asking about other women that may be in my life? Right? Do I really want to be, into that? Because obviously it's coming from a place of mistrust and insecurity, and it's always better to date women who have already sort of worked through those kinds of things, those insecurities. It's because basically when you're getting into a relationship, really it should be about two complete people coming together who have already handled their job situation, their mental health situation, and they're stable, right? That's when the best kind of relationship can be formed. Obviously, it's not always the case, because a lot of people have struggles these days and insecurities about this one thing or another. But if a woman is persistently asking you about any other women that you're seeing, it's showing controlling, insecure behavior, and you've got to be careful with that. You don't want to end up in a controlling relationship. Okay, it's not good. Okay, so if she doesn't respond well to the "a gentleman never tells" comment, then you'll know that that's a red flag, okay, because it really is. So another thing that you shouldn't, and the last thing I want to talk about that you should never reveal to women, is your entire life story, because women like a mystery and they like to find out about you in real time. So don't just volunteer information about yourself. Let her ask, okay? So when you're asking questions to a woman, you might be asking about where she grew up, you might be asking about her family members, you might be asking about You know, what kind of life she wants to live. Like, does she want kids? Does she want marriage? You're finding out what this woman wants and if she wants the same things as you. And basically, if a woman likes you, what she will do is she will ask you the same questions. So don't just sit there and volunteer it. Test her and see if likes you as well, and if she's interested in your life. Because if she is, then she will ask. She'll be like, oh yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that with my life. What about you? Right? So if she's, finishing the questions that you've asked her with, what about you? Then you know that she's more interested in, she's interested in you. Okay, and even then, you don't want to be like talking for hours and hours about yourself, right? Because I see a lot of guys do this. They just sit there and just talk about themselves, and they never ask the woman any questions, thinking that by talking about themselves, they're going to get the woman to actually like them back. By talking about how successful they are, and or just different things about what they like, and things like that. It's always better to be asking her most of the questions and let her do most of the talking, okay? And like I said, it's a good way to test to see if she's interested in you, because if she is, then she'll be fishing. She'll try to fish information out of you, okay? And that's how you'll know that she likes you, okay? And that's how you'll know. Because if a woman doesn't like you, she won't ever tell you or ask you about you. She'll just be chatting about herself, okay? So that's the 4 things that you should never show women, especially women you're just dating, okay? They haven't earned that time. They haven't earned that information about yourself. They haven't earned these things yet through their actions. It's only when things become more committed that you can start to reveal more of yourself and do these things more often and do the opposite of this, okay? So thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. You can read my book there for free, Attracting the Woman or the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams. And also, if you're interested in watching more videos of mine that get uploaded way before the rest, way sooner than everything else on my channel, you get to access videos way earlier, then you can join the members page on my YouTube channel. And all you have to do is you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, and then you click join, and then you can get access to loads and loads of videos really soon. Okay? And it's another way to support the channel, but it's not necessary because they will be uploaded eventually. Okay? But I do appreciate it if you do at least subscribe and leave a like on the video, because that really does help. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.